Cyberpunk 2077 was the big game revealed at E3 2018, the game that everyone is talking about right now. So far, everyone who did get the privilege of seeing the private gameplay demo at E3 2018 have gave overwhelmingly positive impressions, some praising how the world feels so alive, others saying they were blown away by the attention to detail, and even one site claiming this may be game of this generation. The hype for Cyberpunk 2077 is through the roof, and fans are dying to see some gameplay publicly released. But one big question many have is, when will Cyberpunk 2077 release? When will we actually get our hands on this game? Earlier this year, I received some intel from a Sony source that claimed CD Projekt Red had sent an early playable tech demo of the game, which more than likely was for a PlayStation 5 version. Back in January, I reported on this, and from what I was told, the game was still not close to releasing. Months later at E3 2018, CD Projekt Red included some secret text in the brand new trailer for the game. Within that text, a short Q&A was done, and one of the subjects that they mentioned was the release date, specifically saying when. When we told you we would only release the game when it's ready, we meant it. We're definitely much closer to a release date than we were back then, but it's still not the time to confirm anything, so patience is still required. Quality is the only thing that drives us. It's the beauty of being an independent studio and your own publisher. Furthermore, we got confirmation from CD Projekt Red's CEO, Adam Kaczynski, at another Cyberpunk 2077 gameplay demo presentation that came just a few days ago, this time done in Warsaw, and what he stated was that the game is not yet in alpha. Kaczynski specifically answered a question by an attendee who was curious if the gameplay they were seeing was from an alpha state, but Kaczynski responded saying no, earlier. Therefore, we show the game behind closed doors. This is not the final quality yet. CD Projekt Red's Vice President of Financial Affairs would elaborate, saying that what was shown behind closed doors is the most polished part of the game we have now, prepared in some sense to show it to people outside of the company. At E3 2018, YouTuber Yang Ya spoke to Mike Pondsmith, the creator of Cyberpunk, and he said something very interesting about when the game would arrive.
I waited 30 years to get this. It was worth it. You guys can wait a few more years. It will be worth it.
Now, if you're nervous this game may not come this generation, well, within an interview with Game Informer, Cyberpunk 2077 quest designer Patrick Mills stated the current console generation is what we're aiming for. We are aiming for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and of course PC as well. Now, recently CD Projekt Red released the specs of the PC that was running the Cyberpunk 2077 E3 demo build, and just looking at all that power, getting that to work on these current consoles is going to be very interesting. Obviously, many think this will have to be downgraded significantly, but I would argue the game still seems to be early alpha, meaning some serious optimization will be done. Either way, it seems Cyberpunk 2077 is probably coming around 2020 or 2021, and I think it's extremely likely this is a cross-generation title. The PlayStation 5 and Xbox Project Scarlet, which is the rumored next Xbox, are reportedly coming right around then, and seeing CD Projekt Red do something like Rockstar Games did last generation could be huge. What I mean by that is Grand Theft Auto 5 came originally on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, but soon after the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 launched, Rockstar would capitalize on the new consoles a number of months later with a port of the game, which I think could be something CD Projekt Red is planning with Cyberpunk 2077. It does seem they have been looking to the future of Cyberpunk 2077, as they recently revealed multiplayer is in a research and development phase, probably coming sometime after the game does release on the current consoles. They've also recently been hiring multiplayer developers, so this is something that's happening, but obviously not at launch, as right now the focus is on the world and the single player. But CD Projekt Red certainly has high expectations and plans for this game. Either way, with The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, the game was officially announced in early 2013 but did not release until May of 2015. So it wouldn't be surprising that this game does not arrive until sometime in 2020. Previously in the past I expected and predicted a late 2019 release, but in all honesty, CD Projekt Red can take as long as they need, although it will be interesting if Bethesda Game Studios launches their sci-fi space RPG Starfield right around the same time. Anyway, what do you guys think of Cyberpunk 2077 not being close to a release? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, but thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy this video or found any informative value, and consider subscribing for much more Cyberpunk 2077 content to come, and I'll see you later.